Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So the Ethereum chart has pushed further into this larger Fibonacci zone up there between $3,030 and $3,236. We see that the market peaked today at around 3,128, and we want to talk about the structure here. And let's first of all start here, obviously, with this wave 2 low that formed on the 23rd of January. That's, I think, clear. Then we had here a wave 1, a wave 2. That was the low on the 1st of February. A third wave top. Wave 4, I'm going to shift that slightly in a minute. And then one more high in wave 5. I'm still watching for a potential top here and a potential start of a wave 2 pullback. I don't want to confirm, you know, what I said in the last video, that if we get a sustained break sort of around or above the 3,100 region, it gets more and more likely that we go up more directly without any pullbacks. And yeah, absolutely. But I don't see that as a sustained break yet, especially around the weekly candle. You can get some distortions on the chart. So let's see how the weekly closes. But a break below 3,100 would definitely keep the door open for that wave 2 pullback here. Let me zoom in a little bit. First of all, let's look at the microstructure up here. And I think looking at the latest structure, it seems more likely that the 4 actually finished here. And I'll take that question mark wave 1 off now. We don't need that alternative perspective. The idea is that either, well, I have to say that this wave 1 is basically still unfolding. So the uptrend is obviously still unfolding, which is okay. It's just a question, okay, is this actually still a wave 1, or are we already in a larger third wave, as I showed you in the last videos? Let me just open the daily chart again for all new viewers, but feel free to check out my last video in which I was a little bit more specific about the longer time frame as well. But obviously here you see how the market is trying to push above that 78.6 extension level. Very important. And as I said, if we can sustain there, then it's very likely that we don't get a wave 2 pullback anymore, or it's going to be so shallow, it's hardly noticeable, right? So that's there are some of these important markers on the charts. Not many Elliott Wave analysts use these, but I found them very, very reliable. If certain levels break, then it indicates that we see a much more direct extension higher. But let's see. I mean, let's see. You know, at the moment, it just literally just happened, and we haven't even got the daily closed or the weekly. It's late Sunday, so I'm interested to see what the weekly candle does. It's clear that the uptrend is still unfolding. So my commentary from previous videos stands that I need to see a break below 2,877 to suggest that wave 1 is topped. Now, that level has changed now with the latest high. I'm now looking here at the 2,906 level. And I see the move up as a fifth wave still of wave 1. And based on this structure here, let's check if we can add another Fibonacci target for this move to the upside. And what do? We take the length of wave 1, go to the low of the wave 4. And we can look at the 100% extension level that points to 3,200. They are just micro levels now. Obviously, the 3,100 level I mentioned, that is still relevant, okay? But I still need some local resistances here that we can look at. Another way of measuring is to take this, and that actually is quite high, 3,300. We'll see. I mean, I think at the moment the next ones are, well, 3,100 is broken, then 3,200 and 3,236. But yeah, it's looking more and more bullish. I also shared with you the ETH BTC chart in one of the last few videos. Going to the 30-minute chart. This is obviously a bit tricky here to try to label that, but we can give it a go. Just in this last move to the upside, obviously we're looking for a 5-wave move as well, ideally. And it starts already to get tricky here when we want to identify where exactly did it start. So, but I'd say we've got a small 1-2 there. Then this might be another 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it might be an ending diagonal, for example. 1 second. No, didn't want to do that. Might be an ending diagonal. But bear in mind, these micro counts are so unreliable because there are many options. That might have even then been here, the 1, 2. And then if we label also the internals here, it's probably good to say this could be a 1, 2, a long 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, okay, so it might actually not be a diagonal, but rather look like an impulsive count. Okay, so we have this 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we could now be in the last squiggles higher, but we'll see. I mean, again, that gives us at least a micro level to watch. And which one is that? It's the previous swing low, the wave 4 low at 3030. Really, the earliest indication that some kind of a top in place would be a break below 3030. I think we can work with that. Let's see how it develops overnight. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.